What is up, guys? Back to another video, and today I've got some player of the month predictions for you guys. Today I'm going to be showing you the top 5 players to expect coming up in player of the month for December. These are my predictions, they're not confirmed, but if you do enjoy, do go hit that subscribe button. Any support is hugely appreciated. My goal for 2019 is to hit 1,000 subscribers, but today let's get on with the video. Starting off at number 5 on this, I've gone for a slightly outside the box pick. I've gone for Alisson. We don't see many player of the month defenders or keepers, but I think it will be a nice change to actually see one for once. And that's why I've gone for Alisson. Liverpool, great month for them in general. There's one of two on this list for Liverpool, and they have won, if I'm correct, every single game they have played this month. 6 points up in the league, as it currently sounds very worrying as a Chelsea fan, but nonetheless 6 points up in the league, and only 2 goals conceded throughout the whole of December is a very impressive record. Could have gone for Van Dijk, but I thought a keeper would be a very nice change. You don't see a lot of them. The BPL don't have a huge amount. They've got interesting selections, but no one, a player of the month, something like a player of the month, isn't really around yet. So I think Alisson would really switch up and be a popular option. So obviously he can link with Prem, and he can link with Brazil, the likes of Marquinhos if he wants to go into Kimpembe. That kind of thing. So we have plenty of links, and will be a nice card to fit into the squad. Next up at number 4, we have got Robert Stroka Snodgrass. West Ham have done very well in the last month. Pulled themselves out of what was a relegation scrap and put themselves in a decent mid-table position. Snodgrass has been key to that. 2 goals and 3 assists in the month. Chicharito was another option, but with his flashback card option, it seems very unlikely. Although Snodgrass still not a great bet, judging off the fact that even if they did boost him hugely, he would only get to, as I've predicted, an 82 rated card, which is still very low in terms of things. And his pace at 57 already is diabolical, making things very difficult and probably making him an unwanted card. So that's my reason. He's had a great month, but I think he'd be an unusable card in FIFA. So that's why he's down the list at number 4. Number 3. These are probably the 3 that you'd expect to see coming up. All of them played very well in the past month. 15 goals between them in total. And at number 3, I have gone for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. They're arguably from the 3 teams that have done the best this month. 1 representation, and Aubameyang is number 3. The reason he is at number 3 is because A, he already does have a player of the month card, and B, Arsenal haven't done quite as well as the 2 other teams, currently top 2 in the league, who you'll see upcoming in the second. However, that's not to take anything away from Pierre. 5 goals and 2 assists in the month of December is a great representation for Arsenal. He's really coming into his own now. I think he could be a lethal striker in years to come for Arsenal, but can't see him getting this one. I feel it'd be... We've got the 88 already, or the 89, sorry, already, so I think it's unlikely we'll see another player of the month card this early on in the year for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now, that moves us on to number 2 on the list, just tightly picked. They both have 5 goals and 3 assists in the month. It's going to be Mo Salah, obviously. Liverpool with their perfect record in this month so far. He's got a hat-trick against Bournemouth. Brilliant to see. Liverpool 5 from 5 in terms of victories, but the reason he is at number 2 is because of Emmanuel second storming run of form, and also because he has already got a very high rated card, meaning it'd be a difficult one to get into an SBC that would be doable for a lot of people. I know people have more coins this year, but still, I think, again, isn't going to quite fit the bill for what people want, and for what people want, number 1 is exactly the man, I think, and that's going to be a striker, Heung-min Son, they can keep in their club for a while. Now, Son had his 86 in form the other day, so throwing an 88 on him is quite a possibility and would make him a very popular card in the grand scheme of things. A very usable one already. People are crying out for a striker Footmas card. We didn't get it, but we had the 86 in form this week, and I think that could be, not to deter him, but to give him a big enough boost so that he's worth doing above and beyond these 2 special cards we have at the moment. The issue they have is people are going to want to trade their Footmas Sons in to get this player a month. So and I think I found a solution around that. Not to knock him though, their last 2 games, but they had a 5-0 win against somebody who's gone from, I think it's Bournemouth actually, and a 6-2 win against Everton, who have a very strong side. To be fair, Pickford, Mina, they've got a good defence, but 5 goals and 3 assists in the month for Heung-min Son. And obviously Spurs back in the title fight as well makes him a very, very popular pick. City dropped to third as Spurs climb the table, chasing up behind Liverpool. But Son would be a great card to have in the game, and I think one you would see a lot of teams. I mean, Son and Moura would be a very nice strong link combination actually, because then all you need is one soft link to Moura in like a 4-3-2-1, and you have a beautiful formation on your hands. But I think the way for EA to get around this problem is simple. What they do is they ask for Potm with one of the SBCs, probably the toughest one. They ask for a Potm SBC or SBC where you need to trade in at least one Spurs or South Korean inform or Potm card. Now only 4 of them in total. You've got Potm Son, Potm Ali, inform Ericsson, and an inform unknown South Korean. And what they can do is if they were to whack an 85 rating on this SBC, the players would have a tough decision on their hands as to what to do, because on the one hand, if you have Son, you have an easy solution. You chuck Son in there, 86 rating will help you nicely along with the SBC. But if you do not have Son and you don't want to trade in Dele Alli, or you don't have Dele Alli either, then you want to do, you'd either have to go out and get yourself an inform Ericsson or an inform, what's his name, Han Kyoy-won, who is 76 rated, meaning if you had to go for Ericsson, 300,000 coins for him as it currently stands, but you get a huge rating boost. So that's the twist. You pay the expensive price of 300,000, and this would be you get 100k pack back, so it'd actually be a decent reward. But 300k and your squad is pretty much set. Or do you go for this cheaper South Korean form, spend probably still 50k, but have to get some very high rated players in there to pull the rating back? Would make a very interesting, tough decision for players who don't have the foot swap Heung-min Son, and would allow EA to bring out the striker. 88 rated would be my award, 88 rated Heung-min Son. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Go hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. 1,000 the goal for 2020, but I'll see you guys next time. Peace!